Elliott Forrest here today in support of Nyack Mask Makers. Joining me now, Donna, Timm, and Bill Batson. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning, Elliott.
You have such a great thing going. We all need masks. I have one right here, and you started an initiative. Yeah, you've got yours to make masks. Why don't you tell me how it started?
Go ahead,
Um,
Bill.
well, Don and I know each other through the Nyack Art Collective. We go way back. And I don't know if it was simultaneous invention or fever dreams, but we spoke early one Saturday morning and said, we think we have a team and a group of people with a skill set to provide this service. We approached the hospital before we sewed a single mask and said, since they're not getting supplies from the federal government, can we help? They showed us a template. They provided a template. We made a mask. We showed them the prototype. They approved it. And since then, which I think was around March 20th,
Mhm.
we have provided Montefiore Nyack Hospital 2,000 masks made like this with elastic and 3 pleats. And we've provided, I think, over 5,000 masks to frontline pandemic workers across the county.
And this is not just for healthcare professionals, right? This is for everyone in our community.
Well, that's something we just did. We just expanded. Once we realized that the CDC on April 4th advised all Americans to wear a mask to cover their face to prevent from infecting others. And also, if I wear a mask, I protect you. If you wear a mask, you protect me. But we realized there are a lot of people in the community who might not be able to either find one or be able to afford one. So we thought we'd expand our production.
Let's get the website out there. It's on this video as well, but people can go to nyackmaskmakers.com and find out more. You've got a set of bullet points right away. You need volunteers. People can request a mask. People can help sew. You show how to make your own, and of course, you can donate. If people want to help sew, what do they do?
They can contact us through Nyack Mask Makers. There's a registration, and they fill in a very simple, paperwork or online form as it is now. The details of their sewing abilities, whether they're intermediate, professional, beginner, and everybody is able to do a little something.
Really? You don't need a sewing machine to do this?
Well, actually, our newest mask model, you don't need a sewing machine. You can actually hand sew it. I have one right here, which is a very basic. You've seen these around everywhere. You slip it over your head and scrunch it up, wear it like this, and anybody can make this. They can make it at home. Very simple.
And through the website, they can contact you as well if people want one, if they don't have one and they need to request one.
Exactly. This is a program that we're working through the town of Nyack or the village of Nyack with.
And obviously, people can donate as well. Donna, I want to ask you, you have a bit of history of this. I was reading your mother
Yes,
was
my
in a
mother was
sewing factory?
yes. My mother was a seamstress in Ireland before the war, and moved to England during the war to work in a sewing factory. But she was very a very excellent sewer, but very slow. And so they decided that they would take her out of the sewing factory and they would have her just sewing the prototypes that they would use to sell more of their pieces of clothing. And so she was quite the star.
That's so great. And Bill, on your website, you have, I think it's Quilt Tree as a partner. What's their involvement?
I think Donna might be able to speak a little bit more about that.
So yes, so when we began this, one of the issues that I knew I was going to come across was lack of fabric. It requires a certain kind of fabric. It needs to be 100% cotton and tightly woven. And quilters are the ones who use this type of fabric. And by wonderful circumstance, we actually have a quilting store right here in our town. And so I message Lisa and say, we really need your fabric right now. Will you be able to, let us into your store to get hold of them? So the GoFundMe that Bill set up actually is made it so that the people who are making the masks are making it with no cost to themselves. They're able to get their fabric directly through the store.
So it's important that people go to the website, go to the GoFundMe page, donate if they can. And as far as I see that you need volunteers, is part of that distribution about getting these masks out?
Well, it's there are two numbers that we neglected to mention, which are just so important. We've been able to do over 5,000 masks because we have over 300 volunteers, a lion's share of them with sewing machines, and we've had over 140 donors to the GoFundMe site. We've been bringing large supplies, so I've been kind of driving around the county. I'd urge people, if you visit our website, not only can you volunteer or request a mask, but if you have a nursing home near you, I'm particularly mindful of that. My mother is a resident at Nyack Ridge right now, and it's a very, very difficult time at all the nursing homes across this county. So people don't necessarily know we're here because we've only been here for 2 weeks. So if you have a healthcare worker in your family, or if you have a healthcare institution around the corner, please reach out to us.
You have a video on your website from Mario the Magician. What's that about?
So we thought it would be a very good idea to really show people that they can make a mask at home. They don't need any, purchased mask. They can use a bandana to create a mask that they can easily wear. And so we're very fortunate to have Mario the Magician here in our town, and we gave him a call and said, hey, can you make us a video showing people how easy it is to make a mask with 2 hairbands and a bandana? And he did it for us, and it's wonderful.
All right, that's good. Maybe in solidarity, should we all put on
Yes.
on our masks here? Yes, there we go. And you know what? Healthy and stylish at the same time.
Yeah, Donna made this one for me. It's just so important, Elliott, because I think that as we've been told recently that the curve has kind of started to flatten in New York State, we're in a marathon here, not a sprint. And this has to become normalized. The reason we want everybody wearing a mask is that we want the stigma to be not the weird person wearing a mask. We want the stigma to be the weird person not wearing a mask.
It's good for all of us. Donna, Timm, Bill Batson, congratulations, first of all, on the initiative and all the great work. And I know it will only build. I want everyone to go to nyackmaskmakers.com. Donate if you can, sew if you can, and be healthy and safe. Thanks so much for all you're doing.
Thanks, Elliott.
Thank you.
I know. Be well.